And since if you guys knew what happened, two of our best quarterbacks got injured, so we had to get Philip Rivers. This freaking sucks. But our defense is doing good, healthy, and we're going to be playing the Tennessee Titans. Mad Nam on Celtics. This Sean Skinner guy, this guy is so good. For some reason, he is so good. Well, let's get it, man. Let's get it. No, it's in the game.
Hey everybody, it's
Copyright.
This is Thursday Night Football on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a great one on tap between the Tennessee Titans and the Brooklyn Bulls. I'll see you again at halftime as we preview some of the action coming up on Sunday. But for now, it's Thursday Night Football. And on the call, as always, it's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tennessee Titans and the Brooklyn Bulls. The wait is finally over. Brandon Godden, Charles Davis here on the start of a new NFL season, and we kick it off with a bang on Thursday night.
What's interesting about these Thursday night games is oftentimes we hear people say, is it really fair for players to play on Thursday night? But what did we hear from both of these teams going into this one? How excited they were to have the spotlight on their teams, their franchises, the rest of the league watching them go at it.
And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
So we just have Philip Rivers. Freaking sucks.
Rivers on first down. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And nothing but daylight ahead. The 20. And all the way in for the touchdown. Odell Beckham taking it in as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. We thought they may be a quick strike offense this season. That is lightning quick. Not bad for the first drive of the year.
That has to actually exceed expectations, doesn't it? Because most teams want to be a quick strike offense. They want to score as quickly as possible and run a defense into submission. What they have to understand is, while they got it done there, long way to go. Don't get discouraged if you actually have to run a few more plays on your next drive.
This is taken at his 4. So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
But we gotta keep watching on the Sean Skinner guy because he be
the things every quarterback is looking to do. Lead his team to a victory. Doesn't matter whether he's throwing it, running it, handing it off, however he
he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids
Put the replay highlights, man.
Second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And the offensive starters for Tennessee.
Obviously a tough test for this offense right out of the gate. Road game in game 1 of the new year. Conventional wisdom says, go slow, take care of the football. I think in this case, attack early and get the home team back on their heels.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The veteran Jerry Hughes drops the hammer in the backfield. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
A good return there, call it 13 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, Rivers. Over the middle to Beckham. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
I'm about to pass this to my
On 1st and 10, Rivers. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Rivers now.
Don't read people's plays, kids.
Yards passing in this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Rivers going for the deep ball.
Rivers, you're open.
Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. This offense has a lot to account for, but at the top of the defense's list is OBJ.
I'm not sure how you really game plan for him because no matter what you do, he finds a way to uncover himself downfield. And the speed gets it from his mom, a former sprinter at LSU.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Rivers looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Rivers to throw it. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
I like this effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here, too. He may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
Easy.
Rivers toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The tight end, Lee Smith, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal. Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is 3rd and goal. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. 4th down now as the Titans defense holds up in coverage.
Nice play there. First incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one. And he will score.
Never gonna get you up. Never gonna
Phillip
let you
Rivers
down.
with his 2nd.
Wait, hold up. I'll be right back. Alright, we back.
Touchdown in this opening quarter. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
Wait, hold up, guys.
Extra point by Badgley.
Alright, we back.
Up and good.
We back.
A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was finished off with a 10-yard touchdown scamper. Following the touchdown. Badgley out there to kick it away.
I feel like my friend's gonna come on stream.
This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right?
What?
Wait, hold up.
Right, 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Skinner. They'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards.
I gotta keep watching.
On 1st and 10, Skinner. And this one complete to Smith.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
2nd and 1. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Lamar Jackson and
so from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
What's up, Carmen?
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
So Lamar Jackson and Nick Mullins got injured, and this is my relocated team.
On 2nd down now,
This is my relocated team. It's been the Brooklyn
He's
Bulls.
maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
I literally made a whole rebuild with the Bills. And then I literally just
To
changed
throw
it to
on
the
third
Brooklyn
down.
Bulls.
Skinner. And that will be incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up, a live ball. And now look at him go. Past the 20. And this will be a touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. We talk about it a lot. One of the dangers of the long field goal, you got to kind of hit it low and drive it. That makes it susceptible to a block here. Not only do they block it, they return it.
And how about how well they did on the return?
He
they didn't
lost.
create a penalty.
Oftentimes
in that type of a scrambling situation, someone will clip, someone will block below the waist, right? You name it. In this case, though, that didn't happen. They formed it up, and he took it all the way back for a touchdown.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And not a good return here. He is brought down at the 7-yard line.
Yeah, Michael Badgley makes these good kicks.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Why are they going passing?
Looking to throw. Skinner. That was out. Smith lost it. And this is picked up by the defense. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Rivers into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down. I know, but
finally a run, Jesus.
You're down 3
Nothing
scores
passes to
already.
your
You've done
straight
nothing
train running
offensively.
back.
Nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start.
Now you're literally just running.
They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating to use a boxing analogy.
5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. Back to throw. Skinner.
One thing to keep in mind, partners, in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, at these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half. For some of these shorter games, turn into bigger runs later.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. That's taken on the 25.
Swerve.
Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Shark wheel. I gotta watch out here.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an hour.
The X Factor's off, boy.
Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Rivers steps away to his left, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
I have to watch out for that.
So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. A reminder coming up at halftime, it's the season debut of the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, as we look ahead to all the action coming up this opening weekend.
Thank you.
Caught. Touchdown.
Yeah.
His second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Scoring summary, 3-play drive. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is taken at the 20.
I didn't get in his arm so fast.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a
What
while
is
now,
this
right?
quarterback doing? His
that.
X factor has not been up in a minute.
Take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Looking to throw. Skinner.
The partner, I think that's a great example that
Frick, man.
tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
All right, he's passing.
On first down, Skinner, complete. It's
no!
Henry. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and
You
also
already know I'm a
first down.
hardcore Madden player. But I do good.
A real fun half for them, but a play like that may
I
get
just
them
gonna gain
off the
6 in
schneid a
this
little
game.
bit, get them
That looks
loosened
like
up
a
and
run.
moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Back to throw. Skinner. He's got Smith
Damn, breaking tackles.
and give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. On third down, Skinner. And caught by Henry.
that goes in the category that the defense is going to.
And for the second time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. He had his lone attempt blocked earlier.
Frick, man.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So a good kick that time, and that might help to get the negative thoughts out of the mind from that earlier block.
Especially since this was not a chippy, so he had to get that one out kind of low. But his line does a nice job of protecting, and he's able to convert for 3.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for the next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
3, Christian McCaffrey, maybe ball for extra.
How tough is it for the defense to account for a running back?
Christian McCaffrey really a hack.
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
I am such a glitch.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. This quarterback now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. Henry. Now they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Tackle made there by Jordan Poyer. Looking to throw on second down. Skinner. He finds Corey Davis. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 17 yards on that play for the Titans. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Looking to throw. Skinner over the middle, and it's incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver, and it's second down.
That's Corey Davis.
Second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
He's not really good. RBT.
Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And past the 35, really dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
Why did you push him
First down, Titans, gain of 12.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Throwing on first down. Skinner. It's caught. Smith. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
Yeah, that's a pass.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Back to throw.
What kind of throw is that?
They're going to be incomplete.
This has kind of been the story all night long, hasn't it? An inability to really get much done on 3rd downs, and it's costing them.
Yes, sir. To the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up. Moving through traffic, and now he's free. The 30. 10. 5. And that score gives them a little more separation and a bigger lead.
A little more of a comfort zone now. They can do more things defensively, maybe take a few more gambles as they try to continue to extend their lead.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The defense now working their way back onto the field. They had a pretty solid first half. Not many adjustments, but I guess there's probably always some adjustments that can be made.
Usually it's just tightened down on the things we've worked on all week in practice. Everyone thinks adjustments are bringing in something absolutely new. For the most part, it's tweaks or just emphasizing what you've worked on already. And that's what they're planning to do here in the second half.
They won't be looking to reinvent the wheel. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, Skinner. He completes it to Henry. Certainly not what they wanted there. No gain. And it's
nowhere, boy. Nowhere.
They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their
Still
expression,
my boy
right?
Can do
On the West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it down, feel like they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play?
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Go on, match protect, match protect, match protect, match protect. Frick.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Back now just east of Manhattan in Brooklyn. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. On second down, McCaffrey.
Yeet.
They find some open field here.
Yes, sir.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, 55 yards as his guys continue to pour it on. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week one. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week one. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure with that as well because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
They have two sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ed Oliver able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating right there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. The all-pro linebacker Luke Kuechly right there on the coverage, stride for stride. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good.
Everybody's player.
And it's fielded at the 34. Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
So the face mask puts them in even better shape than they were in as they'll have a short field here on first and 10. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's second and 10. McCaffrey. this one down to the edge of the red zone. And he will finally be taken down at the Titans' 20. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that would look like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off a big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
All right, we're going to push this boy.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you...
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. Taking it in as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So another score there, and often you talk about the three phases of the game: defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game.
Yo, we
and
are
privately,
really
the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. He'll tell the
Without
ownership that
Lamar
to try to
Jackson.
negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Yeah, we are literally
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. To throw again. Skinner. Complete. Smith has it. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. That catch good for 5. It's third down. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Skinner. They set up the screen for Henry.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Let's go! Tighten up!
2nd and 2. And this is going to be incomplete.
Yeah, they are.
Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete passer we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And does the defense have it? They do, says the referee. We're going the other way. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. There's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Throwing again. Skinner. It's caught. Humphreys. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. First down.
Who is it in the second? Who is the second person?
Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder what plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And they left. that it was incomplete.
Partner, they're less than 2 minutes to go in the game, which means that this challenge was initiated by the fellas in New York.
And if you're the coach, you're thinking, thank you, New York.
It's over.
And he won't be close to a
It's
first
over.
down as he runs into a
Easy
wall
dog.
right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. On 4th down, Skinner. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And able to get this one across the 40.
I left them open.
Before he's brought down. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down. On 1st and 10, Skinner. No escape, and he goes down. That's Luke Kuechly with a sack.
Not
Right
CMC.
now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
This team has been
that's
thoroughly
easy.
beaten right from the word go.
Baby.
Throwing there,
Let's
but
go.
this pass is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Skinner. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? You don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Yeah, that's good.
A great return there of 22 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit 000. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that one hits the ground incomplete. So now just 4 ticks left in this one. Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Now a run with McCaffrey. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this one. Everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp.
People. So this is back, man. What are you trying to do? Trying to hurt my feelings?
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cards, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is Jet.
But we're going to be playing the Falcons here, and we are going to be ending it off today here. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.